Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mon now off of play action. Open here, Adam Thielen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mon. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. And he'll take this one for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 51 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, Mon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I
like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Set him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now Mon. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray. That'll be complete to the running back, Murangu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Play fake. Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 38 yards. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. Dances by him, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Mond. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going deep for Brown. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the run is Nwangu.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kene Nwangu. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mon going to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 61 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action here. Mon. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st down, it's Cook, and able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Mon. And it's caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And this belongs to the Vikings. The defense, they were swarming that time. It ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mon looks to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.